What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and in this video we're going to cover the Captain Britain Heroic Battle. The prize for this one is the Nightly Empowered ISO 8. It grants Pendragon, increases the chance for Roar of Valor to reduce damage. I'm using the Defensive Fighter E-ISO, also known as the Hardened Empowered ISO 8. It increases your defense whenever you use a melee attack. But truthfully, you may want to use something called Viscous Empowered ISO 8. It applies slow to enemies who attack with melee. This could potentially help you get Curse of the Otherworld on a character like the Crimson Cowl. But truthfully, all those options are kind of getting fancy. You really only need to go with the Close Empowered ISO 8. Your melee attacks have a higher chance to critically hit. In this first battle, we got a pretty bad setup. All the enemies got to go first, but luckily they missed a few attacks. And you know what? Truthfully, that's what some of these heroic battles come down to. Pure luck. All you can do is prepare to the best of your ability and try to understand the fight. The main mechanics in this one are White Knight. This says that Roar of Valor grants True Strike to all attacks. And secondly, you have Gentleman. Removes a Roar of Valor when attacking a lady. Oh, and I don't know about you, but I didn't even realize the Crimson Cowl was a lady until this heroic battle. Let me know if this was news to you as well, and hopefully I'm not the only one. Now, since Crimson Cowl has instant transmission, a high chance to teleport away from attacks, you will want to make sure that you have some Roar of Valor stacks, that way you can actually hit her. If you can finish her in 3 attacks or less, you can feel free to take out her minions. But if you have some difficulty doing this, you may want to alternate attacks. The main reason for that is because, like I said, you will lose a Roar of Valor every time you attack a lady. Other than that, just remember that you have a chance to gain an extra turn and Roar of Valor after attacking a target with Dizzy, Slowed, Exposed, or Weakened. And if you attack a target with all 4 effects, you cause the Curse of the Otherworld. When the curse procs, you're pretty much always going to get an extra attack, and you're going to restore health. Likewise, the Lion of Avalon passive buff will give you a Roar of Valor and restore health each time an enemy dies. So just try your best to utilize all these things, and with a little luck, you can win the battle. Even if they get the first 3 turns, but let me tell you, the majority of the time, that is very hard to do. In fact, we're barely going to pull this first one out. So there we go, we've finished Crimson Cowl, and now we'll go on to the Roulette. Right after we see what we get on the Roulette, I'm going to show you another battle, and you can see just how differently it can turn out. Of course, we're hoping for that Nightly Empowered ISO 8, but we will accept CP. And of course we get 1 CP this time. But anyways, like I said, here comes the second attempt. But first, let's show the ending dialogue. And this is where they explain that her name is Justine Hammer, so now I kind of understand who she is. But truthfully, it was a character that I wasn't too familiar with, obviously, since I thought it was a guy this whole time. Now this time around, we're going first in the battle, so I will start out with the Right as Might on the Blaster. The Blaster is the biggest threat because they can gain focused attacks and do a lot of damage. So I like to start out by using Captain Britain's level 1 and placing Weakened on them. And then it also applies Dizzy, so it does reduce accuracy by 25%. And right away it looks like that one paid off. As far as the Scrapper, he only enrages us, and then Crimson Cowl doesn't do that much damage. So definitely try to take out the Blaster as soon as possible. And we managed to do it really early on. Not only that, we get Merlin's Gift, an extra turn, and heal plenty of health back. So now I'm going to apply Weakened and Dizzy the Crimson Cowl. And right away they miss an attack as well. Don't underestimate that level 1, it's really incredible. Weakened and Dizzy is going to help you out a lot. At this point I have 2 times Roar of Valor, so I do have True Strike, and we're going to go for a Britannic. That was a pretty impressive hit, and we do drop Crimson Cowl, and we're still at full health. So by now you've probably guessed it, we're going to use our Right as Might on the Scrapper. And next attack we should be able to finish it with a Britannic. Let's see how much damage this Scrapper can do, and hopefully we can finish really close to full health. Yep, we're only a little over 100 health from full power, and that's how this one's going to end. So now you see the massive difference that turn order can make, as well as a few procs and dodges. I do admit it's kind of crazy that the battle can hinge or swing on something so small. But really all we can do is roll with the punches. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video, and I really hope it helped. I want to thank you all for watching, and ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, good luck, and take care.